said India is happy with the outcome, even though structural issues of multilateralism are yet to be addressed.
Prime Minister Manmohan Singh and German Chancellor Angela Merkel will hold their summit meeting in a short while from now. Dr. Singh arrived in Berlin this evening after completing his visit to Belgium. India and European Union moved closer towards concluding a broader trade and investment agreement. The Prime Minister will further strengthen India's relations with Europe at his meeting with German Chancellor. Economy, energy, high technology, UN reforms and terrorism are high on the Berlin agenda. Germany is likely to offer for Eurofighter Typhoons as India is planning to acquire 126 new fighter planes. Dr. Singh and Merkel will also review the major regional and global issues, including the situation in Afghanistan and climate change, as well as the state of the global economy and the role of the G20 in the recovery process.
The future of the India-EU relationship was set in Brussels on Friday, but Germany is the biggest nation in Europe, which is why the bilateral today between India and Germany becomes important. With cameraman Shivakumar, Sharat Chandra, DD News, Berlin.
And to get more details on that meeting, Prime Minister Manmohan Singh's meeting with the German Chancellor Angela Merkel, let's talk to our special correspondent Sharat Chandra, who is there in Berlin, joining us on phone line. Sharat, now, how significant is this meeting of Honourable Prime Minister with the German Chancellor, given the fact that, like yesterday, we saw that the future of the EU summit, as you mentioned in your report, has already been set. In that light, how significant is Prime Minister's meeting with the German Chancellor?
Well, Sakal, it's significant in a number of ways. First of all, Germany is the principal engine and the principal economy, one of the two principal economies which drive much of continental Europe along with France. And therefore, whatever decisions were taken yesterday and when the free trade agreement or the broad-based trade and investment agreement, as it is called, when it comes into force, the engine for the growth in trade will come largely from the trade that we have with Germany. So in that sense, the implementation of a lot of the policy decisions that were taken at the EU level has to be among the major economies of Europe, and Germany is certainly one of them. Over and above that, the fact that the European Union, as we have been saying in the last few days, now wants to play a major role, a greater role in global affairs. To that extent, Germany would be one of the engines that drives that as well. And we all know that the deal for 126 fighter jets, which India is to finalize soon, the Eurofighter is one of the principal contenders, and we expect Germany to be making a strong pitch for the Eurofighter as part of that deal. And of course, also India and Germany becoming non-permanent members of the Security Council from the 1st of January. And we expect UN reform also to be on the agenda of the talks today.
Right, Sharat. Now, talking about specifics, economy and terrorism top the agenda, particularly today's meeting with the German Chancellor.
Yes, indeed. These are issues which have dominated the discussions of which India has had with various EU member countries that likely to be carried forward with Germany as well. We saw yesterday in Brussels the joint declaration on international terrorism being made, which had a lot of specific workable areas, which I think in the coming weeks and months will be generated into concrete proposals for actionable decisions, Sakal.
Right. Thank you so much, Sharat Chandra, for joining us from Berlin. And now we slip into a very short commercial break. We'll get you more news after this short break. Stay tuned.
अब बनेगी भारत में भी विश्व स्तरीय इमारतें। जर्मन टेक्नोलॉजी से बना वर्ल्ड क्लास सीमेंट।
भांगर सीमेंट, सस्ता नहीं, सबसे अच्छा।
तलाश है कुछ जाबाजों की, समुद्र की विशाल लहरों में दिखा सके जो अपना साहस, जोश हो जिनमें आकाश की ऊंचाइयों को छूने का, और जो नीले सागर की असीम गहराइयों में दिखा सके अपना पराक्रम। अगर आप में भी है साहस एक जाबाज बनने का, एक गर्व भरी जिंदगी जीने का, कुछ अलग कर गुजरने का, तो हमें है आपका इंतजार। आइए भारतीय नौसेना में भर्ती होकर करें अपने सपनों को साकार।
एक नोट ने कहा था, मेरी रंगत तो देखो, सातों रंग पहनता हूँ, मेरा चेहरा उठाओ ना, बड़ी बारीक बातें हैं, छू के देखो नक्श मेरे, पहिए हैं न पंख हैं, पैसा चलता रहता है। नजर जो तेज रखते हैं वो सब कुछ ताड़ लेते हैं। ये नोट ने कहा था। मुझे भी